Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. You join me down at the storage yard on a very rainy day. A few days ago I came back from Falcon HQ in Cheshire and the Caravan had an upgrade. And the upgrade was what's in this box here. This is the new HD wireless rear view system from Falcon Technology, and it'll be our last product review for this year of 2025. Now, 2 years ago I reviewed the original and I thought it was great, and I still do, and I've been using it up until this upgrade, and in fact I never go anywhere without it. Now, in that video at the conclusion I suggested it'd be a really good idea if Falcon could incorporate some form of digital recording system to the system itself, so it'd give us extra peace of mind. Now, just like the 4G combo, Falcon were listening when I told Falcon that the 4G combos cables were short. They got extended and they've much improved the system for the deluxe system that we have today. And they've done the same with this. This now is a digital recorder as well as rear view camera system. Now, there's quite a few features on this that I really would like to show you and explain. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to get it out of its box and show you what comes in the kit, and then I'll explain a little bit more as we go along. I've got some really good footage as well, by the way. It might seem like it's the wrong way around, but because it records like a mirror, you'll understand what I mean. But more about that later. Let's get it out of the box. So first of all, I'd like to look at the box itself because it gives us a clue as to the improvements that have been made over the original. First of all, it functions in high definition, and the frequency range between the camera and your monitor is 2.4 gigahertz. The camera is IP69 rated and is a wide angled camera. The monitor itself is a 7-inch IPS monitor, and you can actually fit up to 4 cameras to this monitor. We also have the new key ingredient, which I do like, and it's the improvement that Chris and the team have developed, and that is digital recording. It was the one feature that I felt was lacking on the previous model, albeit that it was a very good system. We also have infrared night vision, and we have parking guidelines which can be switched on and off should you wish to use them. So let's get it out of the box now and we'll show you what's in the kit. So let's take a look at the monitor itself. We have an on-off button here for the power. V1 and V2 is the camera selection. As I said, you can monitor up to 4 cameras on this monitor. We have the up and down cursors, and we have the M button, which is for your menu, and you can scroll through the contrast and various other settings to get the picture how you want it. Now, on the rear, we still have the spring mounted clips so that it fits onto your rear view mirror of your vehicle, but the power supply now is different. The feedback from the previous one was the cable was a bit unwieldy and it looked a bit of a mess when it was set up. So Chris and the team have changed that now, and they've developed it so that you can have this hardwired. Now, in the bag, as I showed you a moment ago, there was a 2.5 meter cable. This is a plus and minus on one end, and on this end we've got the socket and plug. So you push it in like so and then twist, and this then locks. Now, if you have got it hardwired, you can leave it permanently in should you wish to do so, but if you're like me and you're not towing constantly, then you can take this off very easily. This remains with your vehicle, and this can then get stored back in its carry case and not get damaged while it's not in use. On the side of the monitor here is a section for the SD card for the high definition recording of video footage. Now, supplied in the kit is a 64 gig card, but you can replace this with up to 512 gigs should you wish to do so. So the next thing we're going to take a look at is the camera itself. Now, the previous one was in black, this one's in white, which I like the idea of because it'll blend in with the rear of the Caravan. It's an all metal casing, not plastic, which is very robust. We have a series of LED lights on either side, and these are for the infrared when you're using it at night. And the camera is now high definition as opposed to standard definition. On the rear, we have the input for the mains cable, which is permanently attached. And if you take this red cap off and fit the aerial into this socket here, if you watch the previous video we made, the aerial on the camera itself was quite tall. Now, I find this a little bit awkward sometimes when I was putting my Caravan cover on at winter. I had to take the actual aerial off so that I could use the cover properly. However, with this one, all we have to do, because it's a lot shorter, is just twist it down like so. It can remain on the actual Caravan and the cover can go over and protect it and your Caravan at the same time, which I like. So this is the remainder of the kit. On the right here we have 3 electrical adapters to permanently hardwire into your vehicle the power for the monitor. Next we have the bracket for the camera. On either side there are 2 slots which are secured with screws so that it tightens up, and it also can be adjusted up and down to set it to the level that's required. Now, this bracket is metal and it doesn't actually screw to the Caravan roof or motorhome roof. What Falcon do is they supply this box. The bracket is screwed to the top of this box, and then the box itself is adhered to the roof of the Caravan or motorhome. Now, we've got the previous version in and it was also installed the same way, and in the last 2 years we've used it, it's not moved once. So it is a secure fix. Speaking of secure fixings, we also get some adhesive with the kit itself. Now, to feed the cable from the roof into your Caravan or motorhome, it comes with this electrical box gland. The cable is fed through this hole here and this tightens up, forming a waterproof seal. If we flip it over, the cable comes out of here and then it goes through a hole in the roof of the Caravan or motorhome. Now, if you've got actually a solar panel already on the roof of your Caravan or motorhome, you will have a version of this and it might have 3 or 2 of these actual sections. Falcon, on their installation, will replace it for 1 with 3, 2 for your solar panel and 1 for the power for the camera. And these form a waterproof seal. Next, we have an inline fuse for installing into your Caravan or motorhome for the power for the camera. In this bag, we have an electrical switch which can isolate the power inside your Caravan or motorhome when the camera's not in use. And we have various spade connectors, the screw bolts for the bracket, an Allen key and some fuses, and the nozzle for the adhesive glue. So that is the remainder of the kit to install the Falcon digital mirror. So on the roof, as you can see, the new cabling's in, and it's in this conduit here. And it goes to this electrical gland here. You can see that they've added this one in rather than use the one that comes with the kit. And these are the 2 for the solar panel here. So this is my previous setup, and as you can see, the cable goes down here, around, and plugs into this USB combination power socket. So let's now look at the improved version. So here's the improved version. I haven't got it switched on because I'm at home for this part of the video. And as you can see, we've just got this cable here, which is permanently set in, which I'll show you in a moment. Ignore this cable here. That cable's for the car's camera. But there's no cables down here getting in the way while we're using the Falcon camera, and it frees them up for my sat nav. So I've removed the digital mirror now, and as you can see, we've just got this plug here, and it's not causing any harm or getting in the way, so I can carry on using my standard mirror. And I think this is a really big improvement on the previous model. Well folks, that is the latest version of the HD wireless rear view system or digital mirror from Falcon Technology. As I said before, we've used the previous version and we really did like it. It gave us that extra peace of mind and confidence when towing and overtaking on the motorways. And that, for me, especially abroad, was a really good thing. I really enjoyed that, and it was a must for me. So much so that now it's been improved. We now have digital recording, which I think is excellent. They even throw in a SD card for you so you can get going straight away without having to nip to the shops and buy one. Also, we've got the carry case now that comes part of the package, which I think's a really good idea. I did suggest that in the previous video, and again, Falcon listened. The other thing I like as well is the fact that now we don't have a trailing wire all over the dashboard like I had in the previous model. I like the fact that it's a simple plug and play system and it's hardwired to your car. Makes life easier. Take it off, put it in its case, and it's good to go, ready for the next time. And you've no hassles with wires and looking for sockets to plug it into. And I think that's a really good idea. The clarity of the video is very good, albeit a little bit odd because it records in mirror version, but I'm sure if you needed to ever use the footage, the insurance or police would be quite happy and understand how it works. So it's an extra peace of mind that they've added to this new one, and I really do like the idea of that. Now, this version of the Falcon digital mirror is one of two. Falcon have brought out a complete wireless system, and I understand that another YouTuber will be installing and demonstrating that on his channel, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Once it is launched, I will leave a link in the community tab on the channel so that you can check it out for yourselves, because that might appeal more to you than this system. Now, if you want to know more about it, I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you can check out Falcon's website. But also, they are at the show as usual. They're always at the shows. And they've got 2 stands again at the NEC in October. I'll leave the hall numbers and stand numbers for you just below there. Go and speak to Chris and the team there. They'll happily explain how this works and any other Falcon product that they've got on display. And you never know, it might be something that you would consider, because I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.